50K in overlay coming your way. If you go play on Drafters, use promo code SPLASH at drafters.com. Get a $100 deposit match. But this is stream number 200, guys. Draft number 200 on the year. A record. And it's apparently not as marketable of a record as our pal Neil Orfield has had. Hopefully I'm not muted again. But not as marketable of a record as doing the 150 stream drafts. I did want to save some for myself for my private times. Try to build some plus EV teams off stream. But I did put up between the big board, between BBM, between the Drafters Million, 200 on-stream drafts this year. If I had to guess about 180 hours of content, that would be. So it's been a haul. It's been a grind. And hey, just because we are not going ham doing a power hour like yesterday, I will still have a drink. Here we go. There's that beer ASMR. I'm back, baby. After yesterday went off the rails. I have been drunk doing content before. That was the drunkest I've ever been doing content. So apparently a lot of you guys enjoyed it, found it entertaining. I'm glad because I'm ashamed, especially knowing that Drafters is in the chat. Oh my God, the pain. And then I went to the pound stream. I think I was blacked out, at least browned out for a portion of that. I don't remember the team we built at all. I remember saying a lot of nice things about Dooley on the stream. But man, that was off the rails. Do not do a power hour with IPAs when you are almost 40 years old is what I will say. That's the life lesson learned. I wasn't ready for the deep waters. But today I'm ready for a nice casual drink here. Another casual 10 spot as well. All right, we're here. We got the slight discount on AJ Brown. Who am I to resist? AJ Brown. Oh, my body tasted the beer and was like, oh, we're doing this again, bro. No, we're not doing it. We're not doing it to this extent. We are not building a wizard staff of beers. No, we won't be doing that today, no matter what. I do have it here, just in case I ever need to flex to somebody that I did, in fact, drink 5 beers on a stream and tape them together, which honestly I feel like also had pretty satisfying ASMR. That tape noise, ooh, sounds good. Kind of rare Puka Nacua AJ Brown start here. We'll do that. Q tag on Puka Nacua. This room's afraid of him, or they just didn't want to take him. We got an AJ Brown Puka Nacua start. Let's feel good. No joints today on stream. Today I'm trying to keep it clean. It's number 200. I want to put up like a decent one. This is the Guinness World Records draft. This is the one that they'll look back on and go, yes, that's when that man set that goal that nobody else is fighting him for. That's what they'll look back on. I did think, though, after watching Pete and Neil stream about them talk a little bit about the Guinness World Records thing, I was like, maybe I should submit it just for fun. Like I should just see what happens, to see if they take it, because it is like a thing where this would legit be the most fantasy football drafts done like live on stream that have ever been done. Like it's impossible that anybody else has done more because nobody else does this. And if they do it, they do it at slightly less volume. So they're not doing it from the big board on every day on stream. So I think we would hit a record. We'd hit a record for sure. I was sauced. I was indeed. I admit it. Go back and watch history. Sounds epic. You see Jordan Addison in the thumbnail. We had to do him proud. I didn't drive, so I guess I didn't do him proud all the way. Though obviously we don't even joke about that here. We don't drive. We have anything above the legal limit or approaching it. That's it for Jordan Addison. If he's going to be on the thumbnail, you got to get shithoused. I think is how it goes. And today we're going to be professional guys who show up, who just want to get better on our craft. That's why we have Terry McLaurin in the thumbnail today. Terry McLaurin, no DWIs, no DUIs, nothing. He doesn't even like Lady Die, anything with a D and I in it. He's not a fan. He keeps it straight and sober. Who shot Ricky? I have no idea what we're talking about. Fun things with college football yesterday, though. So USC's got the spotlight game tonight against LSU, which I'm really worried we're just going to lose that one. And it's going to start the year poorly for us. Really would like USC to be back in the hunt for making the playoff. That'd be great. That's really where I would want to be, especially now that I've gotten a taste of college football on video games and I'm back in the playoff. I want USC back in the playoff. That's a tough one. Tet McMillan, though, I have to say, like two guys that watched a little bit of college football yesterday, definitely more caught up on the highlights and some of the box scores. Tet McMillan's day was fucking insane. I said earlier in this week that I think he's a guy, looks a lot like the top part of this class this year. Probably a little bit less good. We'll see what he does this year. Maybe he can take another level based on what he did in that first game for 200 yards and 4 TDs. Tet McMillan looked great. Jeremiah Smith was another guy that Adam had recommended, our guy Adam in chat. He's another guy that played pretty well. So lots of good stuff yesterday in terms of really outlier performances. A lot of like 50-point games as well scored by a bunch of different teams. And Ricky Pearsall did get shot. That's true as well. Oh, Ricky got shot. We're talking about that. Okay. You can't just say Ricky. Like you could be talking about pretty Ricky. talking about Ricky Davis. But yes, allegedly a 17-year-old over his Rolex. He got shot in the shoulder, right? Chest? I thought I saw shoulder last night, but I didn't look any further this morning. Well hydrated Spags. Yeah, Spags cut himself off after content was done yesterday. I said, no. I don't even think I had anything drinking. I wasn't drinking anything on the pound stream by the end of it. I recognized that I had hit the ceiling, and I have had no more desire to continue on. All right, we got a pick coming up here. A little bit of a value on Derrick Henry, but not much. Stephon Diggs. I feel like this is just a good time to build some receiver kind of bullshit again. I do like Derrick Henry, though. Fuck. I like Diggs. I like the fate and chance of getting Tank Dell back. Or vice versa. I'll take the RB. It's total points. I got to favor here RB a little bit more. That's how I feel about it. Another day, another draft with Kyler. Dude's a lock. I like Kyler. I don't know if he's a lock. Not that a QB is ever a lock. Fucking new Tank Dell is going to go first. My thought if I didn't take Henry was take Tank Dell, hope Diggs comes all the way back. But here, Tank Dell goes. So we'll see if he takes Diggs with him. If not, I'm happy with either receiver that I would get here. Or could get the thumbnail boy potentially. All right, so Diggs does come back. I would like to get Terry in one of these drafts. It doesn't have to be this one. When I'm getting a pretty decent discount on Diggs, to add to an AJ Brown, a little bit of a discount, a little bit of a Puka Nacua discount. We're going to keep doing it. So just a bunch of little discounts here for an AJ Brown, Puka Nacua, Stephon Diggs start. Feeling okay here. And by the way, guys, I mentioned it, and I'm going to follow through with it. So draft number 2, I'm going to open the StreamYard room. I'm not going to bring everybody on at once, but I will bring in people in 1 or 2. So if you have a good mic, if you have, at least the ability to do audio and it doesn't sound like dog shit, same thing for video. And you can, good connection, all that. I will give the link in the chat coming up. And at the end of the stream as well, giveaway of 2 Drafters Million tickets because I forgot to do it yesterday amidst being hammered. So 2 Drafters Million tickets, you guys coming on the back half of the stream. So I will cap it off with draft number 201 coming up on Drafters today. What are my thoughts on Tay? He could either go 1K flat or 1.6. I'm just so unsure. We're talking about Devontae Adams. Are we nickname basis with Devontae Adams? He's fine. I don't know. I think the issue with him is really that he could get traded. That could be a better outcome for him. If he stays on the Raiders and the situation goes bad, you might see him play less down the stretch. It's kind of the risk, but he's just kind of part of a flat tier of receivers. I don't really feel particularly strong for him. I'm happy getting him. I'm happy getting Olave. I'm happy getting Neighbors. I'm happy getting Metcalf. A bunch of guys in that range I'm pretty happy getting. Even Evans to some extent just because of the 1-game ceiling he has. But Devontae Adams, to me, that's mostly the way I view him, is he's probably got more downside risk than a lot of guys in that range. But let's say he gets traded somewhere good. I don't think the Jets would be the one. Maybe the Chiefs. Maybe something goes wrong there and they decide they need him because the offense isn't working out like they thought. Not say that's going to happen, and not I even believe that's the likely thing to happen. But maybe that's the kind of way where Devontae Adams gets somewhere that's even better for him. Who knows? Justin McMahon to 2-hole. I am sure autoing this one, loading up on RBs, which is going to make it pretty tough in a total points thing. And no shitty mics. If you have a shitty mic, I'm going to give you the hook pretty fast. And then after the stream is going to redirect you guys. Once I'm done here, going to redirect to the Fantasy Sanctuary stream. Well, I'll be doing my last, best ball season kind of stream with our guy Tyler, Emo Cowboy, at 1 o'clock Eastern. So that's it. Draft number 200, draft 201. Where you guys come on, I'll go hang out with Tyler for an hour, and then I'm done. Drafters in Canada, I have no idea where else. Is this similar to Beat Me? I'm an Underdog. Sucks that it's filled now. It's not similar in the respect that it's full points PPR. So you're not full point PPR. That's one part of it. Total points as well. You're not doing pods or playoff pods. You're just competing against the entire pool the entire time for 17 weeks. So in those respects, I prefer that, a little bit because you lose the luck component you have in a BBM. But the prize pool is pretty big. So $15 entry fee, $500K to first. I would recommend checking it out. And I also am supposed to give a shout out to all the people that have deposited on Drafters lately. But go, if you're done with BBM, you're looking for some action, drafters.com, promo code SPLASH. Let me make my picks here, and I'll give a shout out to everybody who's signed up lately on Drafters. We got Christian Kirk coming back. Mark Andrews, elite tight end, doesn't feel bad. We've got the Baltimore bet. Won't get Lamar with it, but that's okay. Mark Andrews, come on down. So shout out to Iceberg DFS, SCL Bree, who drafted with us yesterday, J-Dog, Drucifer, D-Pack, can't say. All these guys deposited on drafters to chase some overlay. Again, I would say right now, my guess, more like 250K in overlay than 400K. But either way, should be pretty good to have some overlay going for yourself. And last year, I finished top 110 with only 9 entries because, in fact, it's so much overlay going. This year's going to be a comparable amount. So you just get a better shot at finishing higher on drafters. So check it out, drafters.com, promo code SPLASH. And thank them as well. My thanks to them is for helping me support the show. Give me something to do on the weekends. Very happy with it. I would have been happy to take Christian Kirk with that last pick, and instead we get him back here at 63. So 10 picks after ADP. Let's do that. Christian Kirk, come on down. This team so far, we got Derrick Henry, A.J. Brown, Puka Nacua, Stephon Diggs, Christian Kirk, Mark Andrews. Pretty value-laden team that might actually be unique enough to do some damage. I don't mind this. It's the kind of team that we'll be feeling good about. Yes, I'll be done today. Done until Tuesday, where I'll probably do a first look for week 1 NFL DFS. But I am done with draft streaming as of today. So there we go. It's my pledge. And then I'll be back into it in January next year, hopefully. That's the goal. I'll be rolling whatever my modest BBM winnings are. Hopefully not so modest, but whatever they are. Should be rolling those right into the big board. Be doing our rookie prep in January again. I'm already looking past the season, the shit we're going to do in next offseason. But the offseason, it's almost like 2 different games of content where it's still a grind, obviously, in season. But the offseason grind is where, I think that's where I give you guys my biggest edge, and that's where I create the biggest edge for myself. So it's like different kind of things right now. I'm excited. I look forward to them both. Excited to gamble again. Excited for the $5 Millie Maker coming up in week 1. Get some entries in on that. Lots of good stuff coming up DFS-wise to kick off the year. Thank you, Bouncy. Like the team, only don't like Diggs. I like Diggs. How we doing today, man? Feeling good? Glad to be getting number 200 here. Again, not a lot of pomp and circumstance. I'll blow some noisemakers, I guess. I'll save you guys from that now. Enough people are watching that I don't want to bombard them with annoying noises. But I'm excited. I feel like this has been, it's been a long process tuning these drafts every day. I feel like I've built some really good teams along the way. The waiting is the hardest part right now. Now, the fact that we have to wait until, the first week of January to know how all the hard work pays off is a bit of a tough part. But to me, I'm probably not going to do many drafts, if any, next week. I think having it be kind of like, all right, we're done now. Now the work of the next thing begins. And one thing I haven't announced publicly yet, but I'm excited about, I'm going to be writing a weekly column for Fantasy Points this year, where I'll be doing a betting preview using their data, but really doing one where it's I'm going to actually be giving, non-market-based takes. And I think are the most important. That's why I have my sports betting startup probably, because market data is the best thing for sports betting. But ultimately, having the guesswork of it, doing the research, trying to identify advantages, that's a fun part as well. That's more to me, kind of like playing Wordle, kind of like playing a puzzle game. You might lose, you might give up some points along the way, but that's sort of the trying to figure it out part. So I'll be doing that every week for Fantasy Points as well, and maybe some more stuff coming up with them. That'll be first time I've written somewhere besides Stochastic and Football Outsiders in a while. But Fantasy Points does a good job. Do some stuff with my pal Neil Orfield. Sharp guys over there. So excited to be doing something with them this year. Doing a little writing again. You guys don't see me write too often. Thank you. I'll take the hell yeah. Put it out as a tweet at some point. Take some bong hits. I'm just talking about my stuff coming up for the season. So I'm trying to drug me up. All right, what is Justin McMahon like? I got to tell you, I've been cheesed off since he put out that tweet asking who gives the best player takes out there, and it ended up just being a thing where a bunch of people tagged me in it. Justin McMahon tweets me, asks me about, or DMs me, asks me about my rankings and stuff, and how I'm doing my player takes. And he's like, yeah, I wasn't, I'm not trying to pay for anybody else's. I'm just trying to see if there's a market to sell my own. I was like, what a fucking engagement grift that is to do that, to put that out for people. And then they engage with you and give you honest feedback. And you go, never mind, I'm just going to sell my shit instead. He does autos everything. And he tries to get Pete to do side bets and stuff. It's just come on, dude. I follow the guy on Twitter. I'm sure he's not an awful human being, but the grift, does it always have to be a grift? Does everything in life have to be a grift? God damn. If I get on cam, can I take a fat bong Rick celebration? You can. I won't be mad at you. I would say do it off camera if you can. But if you're in a legal state especially, you can. But yes, coming up here at the end of this draft, I'll give you guys a StreamYard link in chat. And again, we'll have the giveaway for 2 tickets to the Drafters Million coming up. And I'll email them over as soon as the stream ends or as soon as I'm done with Fantasy Sanctuary as well. so that we try to get a little bit faster for you guys. He can eat a butt. He really is just the worst. This is just a terrible team. 1 receiver and 5 RBs in the first 7 rounds is like nothing that will ever work in best ball, especially even in a total points format, but like really in any format, just never going to work. A little bit of value on Ladd McConkey, but as we all know, fuck him. Hollywood Brown. God, Hollywood Brown's ADP has cratered, huh? I still like him, but I'll go Cortland Sutton here. Keep us live for some backdoor Knicks. And I'm not talking about Stevie, who's also probably a backdoor Knicks if I had to guess. But I'm pretty sure she's been backdoored a few times. That's probably how she gets those notes. Legal state. Yeah, only in a legal state. Yeah, I mean, like, you can do whatever you want. I'm not going to be mad at you. Follow your heart. But yes, open room coming up a little bit here. Get some of you weirdos on stream. Honestly, what happens though is I bring people on and they're like perfectly polite and normal looking. Really not a lot of weirdos in my experience coming on stream. We got Ladd falling here, but again, really no interest there. Raheem Mostert in this format, I feel pretty good about. Javonte at 91 is just not a price I want to pay. Mostert, full point PPR format, full season format. I like it. And we got to get QB in at some point, but we're not there yet. We got Derrick Henry, Raheem Mostert. We got AJ Brown, Puka Nacua, Stephon Diggs, Christian Kirk, Cortland Sutton, and Mark Andrews here. The team is teaming right now. Feel like this is a good drafters kind of build. Maybe getting elite QB in would have been a little bit better. Besides that, feeling good. Ladd is thrash. I presume we mean trash, but he's, yeah. Look, I don't think he's trash. It's not the good situation. Never been a good situation. He's probably a better play in full point PPR, but he'd be a much better play to me in like the 100s, 110s. I don't know. You'd say this is Adam is sleeping. Yeah, hopefully. It's a tough Miami night. I have an interesting take on why drafters doesn't do business in Connecticut based on what I'm seeing on my run. Not sure what you mean. Not enough people talking about total points while you're on your run. Jamari is thrash. That's also true. Did he make the final roster, Jamari Thrash? I feel like I missed that. He kind of feels like a practice squad guy, but he might have beaten out David Bell. Poor Stevie catching strays. Look, you know, she's no Bo. Would I want to draft Stevie Nicks in football in any format? No. I don't think she could make it. And Devin's new here. We'd like to see more drafters. Well, the bad news is this is the last of my drafters drafting for the year. The good news is I do have previous drafter drafts, about 30 of them, in fact, or 29, I guess. So all my drafting for drafters has been done on stream this year. So you can check that out. You can go back if you want. But I don't know if anybody else is going to be streaming drafters. I don't know what people are doing this week. I don't know if people are going to still be doing drafts, but to me, like flipping the switch in the regular season mode feels right. Timing is right. Stevie brought a lot of drama to her life in the world. What's a tiny bit more? I mean, Stevie, the first version, the V1 of Taylor Swift, the beta, putting it out there maybe. I feel like she's like older woman Taylor Swift. My mother-in-law and my wife both like love Stevie Nicks. Obviously, you know, parents liking music does sometimes pass on to the kid. I think there's definitely like a similar, you know, in awe of kind of thing that goes on with Stevie Nicks and that demographic as it would be for Taylor in that demographic. No, two drafts. That's why it says I had the wrong fucking numbers on this too. Did I not put 200? God, I am dog shit. I should have put 200 on the title of the video. Let me fix that. Got to be accurate here. 200 and 201 today. So one more draft coming up. Again, we'll open the StreamYard room. We'll close it out as strong as we can here before I head over to the Fantasy Sanctuary and hang out with our pal Tyler for one more hour. Beautiful Sunday stream. Less beautiful, maybe hopefully. More beautiful than yesterday's. We got Njoku here. Zach Moss, Singletary, Tajay. I feel like I'm good getting some more Zach Moss down the home stretch. Took more Chase Brown throughout the year. He's gone already anyway. Zach Moss feels fine here. RB3. Still really not at a point where I have to worry about QB yet, though I could wrap up one of them if I wanted to. All right, what is this guy going to do? I think Huron River Rat sometimes a regular here. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. All right. Jordan Addison goes. Really don't foresee building out any Cleveland stuff enough. Jonathan Brooks as a value wouldn't feel bad. Closing out Trevor Lawrence, given the fact this room is probably a little bit QB thirsty, might not be a bad idea. I'll go Trevor Lawrence, I guess. I feel like I've gotten a good amount of Trevor Lawrence this year. Not a guy I anticipated having a big bet on, but I do think his stack partners are pretty reasonable. He's usually available at a not crazy ADP. So we're going to go Trevor Lawrence here. Same situation, even though we took him a little bit early. We took Trevor Lawrence here. We have Derrick Henry, Raheem Mostert, Zach Moss. A pretty balanced team. A.J. Brown, Puka Nacua, Stephon Diggs, Christian Kirk, Cortland Sutton, and Mark Andrews is our elite tight end. So 20-round draft here. We got 10 more rounds to go. I think it's looking pretty clean. And guys, this is draft number 200. But again, I don't stop the work here just because the best ball season's over. I rolled into NFL DFS. So please subscribe down below. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. Splash play on that slow march to 4K subs. We're going to get there probably by the end of the year, if I had to guess. But we'll see how that goes. But either way, your support goes a long way. For me, a sole proprietor here just shows you my gambling, tries to make good points, tries to tell you I see things the way that I do. And if you want to go along with it, great. If not, at least you heard a different perspective. That's what I do every day. And I'm going to keep doing it every day because I got nothing else to do. so do that. And of course, drafters, go chase that overlay at drafters right now. Again, potentially 250K. That's more likely the number now. Still a shot. It could be 400K, but if I had to guess, people are going to be jamming in, chasing some overlay next week. So about 80% filled is what the guess would be. If that's the case, 250K and overlay in the tournament. And that's all money that just goes right back in the pool, helps you finish higher. And a total points format where you don't have pod luck. So check it out at drafters.com, promo code SPLASH for a $100 deposit match. If you go deposit right now, you could probably get in this next draft with me, which I have no issue with. Trevor Lawrence, make or break your IMO, but not really because he's getting paid so much money. It's like those things. This was more the case with like old WWE. When WWE first got their deals where they were being paid, $250 million a year or whatever, guaranteed money and all that. Like the booking didn't have to be good because you're getting paid guaranteed money. Kind of the same thing for UFC with ESPN. When you're getting paid guaranteed money, you don't have to really get better. That's sort of the issue, I would say, with Trevor Lawrence is like, he's getting paid guaranteed money. They're locked into him. Like, if you're going to look at the downside, doesn't mean I don't think he's like a hard worker or anything. I think he's shown that he's a perfectly fine worker. And but he really just wasn't as good as he should have been last year. I do think Doug Peterson teams get a little bit worse as they go. So those are my main concerns for him. But I'm betting on him in fantasy enough that I should probably like him more. Oh, Jason, you're here on River Rat. Okay, I was thinking about Njoku or Addison. There we go. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I hadn't connected that you were here on River Rat. Let's Spags get Jaden in draft 2. I mean, I'll have to go out of my way to get Jaden in that one. I played this one just soaking up the value, which I think was the right thing to do. Obviously, I want to build unique teams mostly through ADP value, especially early on where it's like these guys aren't bets that have changed. Derrick Henry's not a worse bet. A.J. Brown, Puka Nacua, maybe Nacua you might want to say is a worse bet. But the knee stuff doesn't worry me about him at all. Really don't think it's like a thing where, I wanted to push my guys too much because there was just so much value there that I didn't want to pass up. All right, we got a pick coming up here. Jared Goff falling, but he does nothing for us. Gabe Davis does give us the double. I feel pretty good at RB right now. We'll go Gabe. I've been low on Gabe in every format this year. Kind of think as well a bet on Christian Kirk is almost one that accounts for him absorbing some amount of Gabe Davis's role. But, that doesn't need to be a stopper from taking Gabe when you have a Trevor Lawrence build. You need a second stack partner. That's basically it. Jaden 103. I mean, I'll reach for him. It's tough because, he's coming up enough. Here he went 94, but we've seen him go in the 70s in rooms, 80s. A little bit tough to predict where he's going to go. I do like Zeke, as you guys know. I do like Schultz, though he and Andrews have the same bye. A little bit of a fall for Dallas Goedert. We have the bet on Philadelphia. I was thinking about coming up to get Jaleel McLaughlin, but being done at tight end is pretty appealing, I think. Let's go Goddard. So basically a bet fading Barkley, maybe fading Hurts rushing a little, and fading Devontae Smith here for Philadelphia. Obviously, I love Devontae, but I think that kind of build makes sense. So team so far, Trevor Lawrence is QB. The one thing we kind of reached a little bit for. We got Derrick Henry as a nice little value. Raheem Mostert as a, I guess he's pretty much at ADP. Zach Moss, pretty much at ADP. AJ Brown, little value. Puka, little value. Diggs, little value. Kirk, pretty good value. Sutton at ADP. Gabe Davis, pretty much at ADP, I believe. Andrews, a little bit of a value. Goddard, pretty good value. So value-laden team here. Draft number 30 for me on Drafters of the Year. So good amount. We're not slamming IPAs. We're sipping them like gentlemen today. But if you want to see what happens when you force yourself to power hour IPAs, you'd see yesterday. I will say, like, I always rewatch my content because I do try to hear myself, see what I'm saying, trying to make sure I'm doing stuff intelligently and not just being a buffoon as I'm doing, at least more than I need to be. And that one I would have a hard time rewatching. I was too drunk yesterday and I feel a little bit ashamed. So if that's an appeal for you clicking a video, go watch that video after this one, because, man, I don't want to watch it. People said it was a good time, though, so I'll take your guys' positive words. But a giveaway of 2 Drafters Million tickets coming up at the end of the stream, and open StreamYard room where I'll be letting people in bit by bit. Be coming up here in a moment. Make sure to put in a name, too, so I know your name, so I know who you are. Ideally, your username if you can, so that way I can connect, chat, real person. It was great. No shame. All right. Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate it. Look, it was good feedback, so I'm sure it wasn't as bad as it is in my head. But I just hate, I would say I'm like a control freak, but I hate not having my full control. I know I'm pretty good on autopilot for the most part. But I legit, I threw up after the stream was over. It was all liquid because I only drank IPAs, didn't have breakfast or anything, because I usually don't have breakfast in general, let alone on the weekends. So yeah, just threw up. Just threw up pretty bad. It's too much volume. Heard you put on quite the show yesterday. Popcorn, thank you, thank you. Knowing you is hilarious. I'm not sure it was the greatest for new viewers. That's probably a fair point. It's probably it. That was for the day ones. Look, I'll give away. I'm not always trying to get new people in. It's nice to get new people in. Glad we had a few new ones today coming earlier. But that was me being exposed. Some nice chats too. Mr. Poopy Butthole had a nice chat. It was a nice stream. I enjoyed it. Yeah, puke and rally on the pound stream. Yeah. I came on the pound stream and I did professional content. And it was nice doing a stream with Dooley. I do think he's a very sharp data guy who hasn't, had the moment where he's rising above, putting all the stuff out there yet. But I enjoyed the streams he did with the pound. And I think he's one of those guys to watch for who might be doing some interesting stuff, creating database content in the next few years. It's excellent. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. Puka and rally. Puka. Yeah. I've been pukaing and rallying a lot, man. I really scooped a lot of the Puka dip / just him being more available at pick 10, pick 11, pick 12. Puka ended up being one of my biggest wide receiver bets on the year. Of course, did my exposure review on Friday's video for all of BBM. But in general, I think Puka is going to be one of my guys this year, which is a little scary, just given, maybe he doesn't improve. But even if he doesn't improve and regresses a little bit, having that ceiling week to week, I think still's pretty good. The fact that Cup got so expensive, Puka's just leverage against that as well. So I'm a Puka and rally boy. We're around 13 here. Again, go check out Drafters for that overlay. About 65% filled right now. So looking like we'll get to 75% to 80% would be the guess. We got Leggett here. RB is getting a little bit gross. I am not a Jalen Wright guy. Though in this kind of team, maybe he makes sense that he just gets some slack later in the year after Mostert goes down. I've been so low on Jalen Wright all year, but I'll take a share. Jalen Wright, come on down, RB4. When you got Derrick Henry, you got Mostert, you got Moss, then you can do enough there with early season production to take a shot at a Jalen Wright. Kamani Vidal looking better too with Jarrett Patterson getting moved to practice squad. Patterson kind of outplayed him for most of camp. Seems like then Vidal showed enough that they were like, this is the guy we drafted. Now Vidal's probably above him in the depth chart, or definitely above him in the depth chart. Vidal, crazy to see him back in 150s. He's probably had the wildest ADP swings both ways this year. He swings both ways. We got Gibson. Could start thinking about the second QB. We don't have to yet. Especially because Stafford went already. Another RB would feel pretty good. Khalil Herbert is a guy. And we're going to take him, knowing that he is in fact a guy. Khalil Herbert, RB5 for the team. Still need one more QB, maybe two, because it's a 20-round draft and you have that luxury. We got Trevor Lawrence, our lone QB so far. Derrick Henry, Raheem Mostert, Zach Moss. Khalil Herbert, AJ Brown, Puka Nacua, Stephon Diggs, Christian Kirk, Cortland Sutton. You got Gabe Davis, Mark Andrews, and Dallas Goedert. It's not a bad team. Getting a little bit less special down the home stretch, I feel like, but not a bad team. Figure late round wide receiver right now, probably Noah Brown. Guy Nibs here, join drafters. LFG, going to try to get in your next draft. I hope you use that promo code SPLASH. But yeah, feel free to try it out here. But only if you use the promo code. If not, I don't want to see your fucking face. But if you use the promo code Nibs, then yes, please come in. I don't want to see your fucking face. If not. How's it, Spags? Hungover? No, I'm fine. I cut myself off after doing after my stream. I can't recall fully. Pretty sure I'd stopped drinking by the time I was on the Pound stream as well, so I'm fine. Definitely a little bit sluggish yesterday. My wife was like, because I had talked to her at night, we were hanging out watching some shows, and she was like, "Yeah, you kind of look like shit earlier." And I was like, "Oh, thanks." It's probably because I threw up all liquid after not eating anything. Is Tyler wearing a shirt? I hope not. Hope he's going to take those mams out when we're doing a stream in about an hour and a half. Oh, fuck off, Nibs. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck off. Run a lap, Nibs. I don't want you in the fucking room. You can't be new around here, not use my promo code and be like, I'm so stoked to draft. It's the same fucking bonus for this too. It's the same deposit match. God damn it, Nibs. Not really mad at you, but like, come on, dude. Welcome 50 only supports you. It doesn't make a difference. Dick. Dick fucking head. I want Nibs in the room. Can I show off the mams here? I guess. Anybody wants to show off the mams. Especially if you use the promo code, which I know Robert Griffin the Turd did. Unbelievable. Fucking welcome 50. I'm just fucking... If Nibs comes in that draft, you're going to snipe the shit out of his ass. He can come back in 5 minutes. Yeah, Nips over Nibs every time. I agree. No thank you, Nibs. Unbelievable. Anyway, the real reason, though, you use the promo code from like a creator is because like then the creator gets a kickback. If you just use the company's promo code, then the company doesn't have to pay a creator and they just make more money. And I don't think any of us out there in the world should be like, I need to support more companies. I need to really like go out of my way to make sure companies make more money. Make sure people make more money. That's the lesson point. But it's okay. I'll forgive Nibs. He didn't know. It's on me. I should educate more. I'm not taking off my shirt. I'm wearing black because I'm burying this draft year. I'm burying all you fuckers who have entries in my tournaments. That's what I'm doing. We got pocket here in which I think we just go get our boy Bo Nix. Bo Nix, come on down. Different buys. Don't really need the third QB, but we could tack one on for funsies. So Trevor Lawrence, Bo Nix build right now. We'll make the pick and I'll give the whole team a read. Hit the like, y'all. There we go. Artillery Frostings, that's Tyler reminder. Yes, please hit the like button. Like button basically tells YouTube, hey, this person likes the video. I'll show them more. And it also tells people who are like you and have similar viewership, or similar viewership habits, hey, this guy might also like that content. So big help for everybody. Always smash that like button, not just for me, but for everybody. Use promo codes, smash like buttons. These are the key lessons that everybody needs to learn. We can really just fade Devontae Smith and go John Dotson here. I don't think that'd be a crazy thing to do. Dotson fell precipitously after the Philadelphia trade. Still not sure that he should have. I know people are going to compare it to Quez Watkins' usage last year. Just a different offense, a different team. It's all Kellen Moore offense. Kellen Moore seized control. It was fully handed control this year by Nick Sirianni and the front office. So I think Dotson might be one of those plays that I got because of the Jaden Daniels part. But it wouldn't shock me if Dotson was a play I look back on and go like, thank fucking God I was just making the bet because I think he ended up crushing in Philadelphia. I don't know if it's the most likely outcome in the world, but I do think it's like a pretty decent probability outcome that they got him for a reason. And then he might take that slot role, which has been historically pretty good in that Kellen Moore offense. Even if it's only 25 to 30 snaps a game, he's getting like partial workload. I think he could do stuff for you in best ball in the 140s, 150s, 170s here, 180s. Got Dotson at 195 to correlate. Wow. Yeah, look, I mean, Dotson is very cheap. I think it's just one of those things where him having the bad year last year, him not being tied to Jaden, and people carrying the priors of Philadelphia wide receiver threes against him, I think is really killing him. But I don't think he's a bad play. I think you don't go out of your way to acquire somebody at the end of the preseason without going, we have a need for this to happen. And you also have Johnny Wilson. I haven't seen an update about it, but Johnny Wilson's concussion kept him out for a few weeks. He might have just had a really bad concussion and they wanted actual talent in because Johnny Wilson's not going to be able to go for X amount of time. Adam, our guy Adam here with our AI quote of the day. Hate to advocate drugs, alcohol, violence, or insanity to anyone, but they're always worked for me. There we go. I mean, look, if ever there were stream to present that quote to, you have found it. So good job by Adam today. It is a beautiful quote. Keeps it real no matter what. But shout out to all you guys hanging out here on Labor Day. Again, we'll let you guys in the room coming up here in about, I guess 4 rounds. So stay tuned here. After the stream as well, you're going to be redirected to the Fantasy Sanctuary stream coming up. We're going to be hanging out with Tyler at 1 p.m. I'll be the first guest on that stream. I'll get out of the way. They have a bunch of great guests booked today. That I've seen some retweets coming through. Guys like Hodge, Hodge I had my first conversation with the other day because I'm doing a deal with the Solver this year to use them for some of the Showdown content and the regular main slate content. Hodge, such a nice guy. Really was good to talk to him, good to meet him. They're going to have Hodge, Neil Orfield, I think Rich, who's the other guy on Fantasy Sanctuary, along with Tom and Tyler, of course, obviously. They're going to have a lot of different guys. Rob Coakley from Spike Week. Love Rob. Didn't get to hang out with Rob on drafts this year, which is on me. I should be more. I think next year will be the year where we do the return of the guests. Not sure if we're going to have it in me for in-season NFL DFS this year. Next year, I'll do some guest booking because there are people I wish I had talked to this year who I just didn't, besides occasionally on social media, maybe through DMs. So next year, it's official. I'm planting the flag. Next year will be the official return of guests to Splash Play. Now that the channel kind of has worth besides, whatever I was siphoning with Pete and I had together. I think we could stand on our own now, hopefully. All right, we need some more players. I don't feel bad about the team in any way right now. Another QB wouldn't be a bad thing, I don't think, but really options are pretty limited. Backdoor Derek Carr is never going to be a bad thing to me. I'm just going to build some Derek Carr late. Why not? Get free Kendre Miller. I saw somebody, I forget who it was. Somebody on social media who I think is sharp, who had 40% Kendre Miller. And I was like, how did that happen, man? You're a sharp player. You're good at this. I really wish I remember who it was. But I've been getting so many of the exposure things on my For You page, but I was like, holy shit, 40% Kendre. Did you just not stop making the bet? Did you not just go this is not good anymore? I would like to know, but not enough to ask. I don't want to shame anybody for making a weirdo bet. All right, Juwan already went. Yeah, we're just going to draft some weirdos here, I think. Jackson. All right, Cedric. Taking Cedric Wilson here, who, again, has a role in the New Orleans offense right now. Not the most exciting player, but doesn't get drafted. And I took Derek Carr, so I'm going to stack him up. So we're going to take Cedric Wilson here. Might also go A.T. Perry, something else. And might still go Kendre at RB. Correlate there. 3% Kendre. I'm not sure where I got to on Kendre. I stopped taking him entirely after being, I think, almost with the field on him before all the bad shit happened. All the bad signal, all the bad injury. Ended up with 5% of him across everything, 4% in BBM. I can live with 4% Kendre in BBM. I think that's fine. Half the field there. Maybe a faint shot he hits. Alvin Kamara is trying to sell his house in New Orleans. I don't know what's going on there. Kamara's been trying to get a better deal and renegotiate. He's been having a back injury as well in camp, which could be back injury, neck injury. Same thing Ayuk was dealing with, quote unquote. A little bit easier to fudge, a little bit easier to fake and keep yourself out of practice and pretend to be injured. I'm not saying he's doing that, but if you're selling your house and doing that, and you previously held out in part of the offseason, a little bit of a weird signal for old Alvin Kamara. You refuse to post your exposures outside of premature victory laps. Yeah, look, I show them on stream. I get it. But, for me, I think exposure stuff, a little bit overrated for sure. Though it's very telling about a person. I was shocked to see Zach Charbonnet be Pete's lead guy. It's well, I get making that bet earlier in the summer, but I'm surprised he kind of continued to do it. but obviously he might be right about it. Maybe Kenneth Walker goes down. Maybe Walker isn't the bell cow people want. I think he proved and earned the role based on all the usage we've seen this offseason where they didn't even play him a single snap in the preseason. That's a sign you're trying to keep a guy good to go. He's a key part of what you're doing. But I think those are the things where, like, you say that now, and we'll see what happens when you actually are in the run of things. We got 2 more picks left, guys, and I'm going to open the StreamYard room. I'll give you guys a link after because it's going to distract me from my last 2 picks. I will give you guys the StreamYard link as soon as I make this next click. We'll enter another drafters room, and I'm going to bring people in here so you can enter the hopper on StreamYard. Again, if you have a good camera, good connection, I mean, you don't have to be perfect, but like, just make sure like you can hear me and I can hear you kind of thing. That's coming up here at the end to close us out here for draft 201. This was number 200. We did it, gang. We set a record that nobody is competing with me on, but I fucking did the work, guys, as I promised I would from day one. And that is what splash play is. You can't always have the big play, but you fucking try. And god damn it, I'm going to try. I'm going to try to not take Ricky Pearsall and his gun wounds. I'm going to take a shot at Garendo here. I think Garendo, to me, a much more interesting click at this point than Jordan Mason would be. Jordan Mason, as I've talked about, I'm not a big contingent value guy. It hasn't worked for me for 2 straight years. Last year with Eli Mitchell, year before with Naheem Hines, as Jonathan Taylor actually went down. Last year, McCaffrey didn't really go down, and Mitchell got a worse role. I don't want to play the contingent value game. Garendo, though, if McCaffrey goes down, I think you give him a shot. You see what he could do because of the fact that he's such like a unique talent. We got Dulcich here for tight end 3. I think that feels pretty good as well. Clean team here down the home stretch. Let me move myself out of the way. StreamYard link. Drop it in chat right now. All right, we got Trevor Lawrence, Bo Nix, Derek Carr, Derrick Henry, 2 Derricks there. Raheem Mostert, Zach Moss, Jalen Wright, Khalil Herbert, Isaac Garendo, A.J. Brown, Puka Nacua, Stephon Diggs, Christian Kirk, Cortland Sutton, Gabe Davis, John Dotson, Cedric Wilson. So we got a little unique there. Some Philadelphia stacking. Mark Andrews, Dallas Goedert, Greg Dulcich. That's team 200. Team 200, I think, is pretty clean. Got early season projection. We got all that. I'm happy with this one. All right, so I dropped the link in chat. Take it if you want to go into StreamYard with me here. I'm going to start a second draft. I'm going to let it fill. So final draft here of my entire portfolio. Of course, we'll be hopping on Fantasy Sanctuary after the stream ends. But let's go. Drafters, $15. Last click for me. $500K to first place. Nibs didn't use my promo code. I would have had 50 more. Oh my God. You guys could really take the entire room if you want. So Nibs didn't use my promo code. Otherwise, I'd have $50 more in my account. Nibs said, fuck you, Spags. I want your money to go to corporations instead. And I say, fuck you, Nibs. That's what I say back. All right, here we go. I'm changing the banner. See, we got a few people in the hopper. All right, let's see what we got. I'll bring both these guys on. They come on together. We got our guy Tyler, Robert Griffin the Turk, boys.
Hey, what is going on, beautifuls?
How's it going?
2 of the finest contributors to the community, you guys, I'm sure have seen in chat. Tyler has to do a stream in an hour, and he's in some sort of store buying clothes. Oh, pet store. Oh, my God. What's the dog's name?
This is Moose.
Moose. Lab mix?
Great Pyrenees.
Oh, my God. So cute. All right. Ross, what do you got here? Robert Griffin the Turd. What do you got for me? Do you have a dog? Do you have a dog to show me?
Careful what you wish for.
Not a dong, a dog.
Whip out your wiener dog.
Yeah. So, I just got in from my run, buddy boy, and I see you're at 101. Let me see if I can get some good ASMR for the stream right now. There, got that.
Oh, there we go. We're popping. Are we drinking together? I know. Does Moose have a dog beer that he can pull out?
You know what? Let me go grab one from the back at the store.
Go to the beer aisle. Cheers to you guys. Ross,
cheers, bud.
Don't give me cheers. All right. Thank you guys for a good year. Appreciate you both. We got the 101 here. Are we thinking? Oh, there we go. Nice little water cheers, fake water cheers. We going McCaffrey here. I'll give you guys the choice for what I do with
101. Yeah.
101.
I would prefer CD, but I'll go with you guys who are a bit sharper than
me.
Even on the drafters format, we're not gonna go with the piggy. I feel like you got to go piggy on
I'm not
drafters.
gonna look. That's not my brand.
I didn't know you had a brand.
Oh my God. Hold on, bud. Hold on. We're attempting to put a hat on the dog.
Look, it's 2-1 CMC. If you guys want to go CMC, we'll go CMC.
All right. We got 40 seconds to let, inspiration strike here. There we go. Nibs is in 2 and gets a snipe all draft. I'm going to snipe your ass right back, Nibs. We're not using that promo code.
You know what? If Trent Williams sits out, that hurts CMC, so go Lamb.
Go Lamb? All right.
Go
You're
Lamb.
pivoting. I'll follow you guys' lead. I feel like that's just you doing a nicety. It's to the leaders of the community. You've come together, and you're helping Robert Griffin III here get the player that he wants.
Yeah, we're coming all right.
Let the record show I'm not sharing money with anybody who appears on stream today. I'm not going to keep track of it. I don't care.
No, you
No,
not
Davis,
for the
not
moment.
shares these.
you can keep the money, big guy.
I'm just hopping on for a second.
Check my promo code list. All right. It wasn't before the show, Nibs. All right, we got CD Lamb here. The choice has been made by our 2 tribal leaders. Let's do that.
All right, boys. I gotta finish up here. Y'all, Robert Griffin. I forget what's your real name.
We'll go by Ross.
Yeah,
All right, Rob. Much
Your
love,
full legal
much
name
respect.
and social security
hands-
number if you can. Too.
Yeah, no. Team's in good hands. Y'all land this plane.
All right, so we'll see Tyler in
All right,
about
wait.
an hour on the Fantasy Sanctuary stream. Shout out to
Hey,
him.
guys.
Shout out to Moose as well. We got Mr. Poopy Butthole joining us too. So again, I'll drop the StreamYard link in chat one more time. But Mr. Poopy B, you did not figure out how to put a cartoon character's face on yours. But you're here on stream. How you doing?
I'm doing good, brother. I
You
am
got
doing
green
good.
fucking hair? What is this?
Yeah,
Are you
dude.
gonna
Ooh,
shoot up
man.
the Joker?
No, ladies love it. I've been called a leprechaun at least 12 times when no one fucking knows. No leprechaun has green hair. Green hair. It's a green hat and orange hair. But doing good. I got my old student. I'm trying to get to work on the V streamer situation,
Are you
but he bailed. So I'll figure it out.
I mean, I hope so. Mr. Poopy Butthole, of course, one of our, I would say, a newer regular in terms of guys like Ross, a guy like Tyler. But you've been a great contributor here. And I guess, how do you feel having your brand affiliate where people have been tweeting your screen name and stuff? Like, how do you feel about being so closely associated with a fairly esoteric cartoon character?
I mean, I'm honored, but at the same time, I'm worried once I win the $1.5 million that Rick and Morty is going to come after me for some sort of copyright infringement. But ooh, I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Can you give me a better ooh than that one? Can we give like a more true?
Ooh, you guys, I don't really know what's going on here in this draft, but Spags got Lamb in the one hole, and stay out of my personal space here because I don't want. Oh shit! Fucking Puka's gonna go. All right.
You want to focus on your team now? You're not
at the same time, I can give a shit about this last team. Let's go running back in the first round.
All right, Mr. Poopy Butthole killing it with the impression. I enjoyed it.
I got a lot more to come. I just I can't seem to get my webcam, so I'm holding my phone. But I can't. There's a lot of technical difficulties. But I'll be on cam soon, and hopefully my old student can come through with his promise and set up my V stream.
Hey, look, I mean, if you do the voice, honestly, if you just commit to the voice for an hour draft, 4 hours of drafting, I think that's all you need to do. Maybe just put a little mask over your face, like go live style.
I'm looking at masks. Or just a straight up print out of a paper poopy face. Let's go. Fuck it. I haven't.
That's
done
right. You're building your own players, so I can't have you help with my team because you're biased here. As you're steaming RBs, by the way, I feel like a little piggy here.
Oh, wink, wink, baby.
That would be collusion over there. We don't want any of that.
I'm gonna get all the running backs in this team. Yeah, you know what? Let me give me the meme thing.
You get the gif.
Yeah, I get it. So I can concentrate on here. I'm gonna jump off here just because my content is gonna be far better than just me staring to the right in the future.
No, keep it mystery. I think you did a good debut.
Me on here, baby.
Ask, like, you could still do a face reveal, and we won't give away that your face is revealed here. We'll all keep your secret, like Batman or like Spider-Man when he saves his
personal space.
Shout out Mr. Goofy Butthole. We're gonna hang out with our guy Ross here, but I'm gonna keep cycling guys in. So again, I'll drop the link. Mr. Hoopy Butthole, good showing by him. I enjoyed that. Ross, you could be my co-host here, my co-pilot. I trust you. What would you rate Mr. Poopy Butthole's first debut here? Because I feel like a lot of building up over the chat for a while now. Seeing him in person, how'd that live up for you?
Yeah, I mean, I've been blessed with 2 children, watching their birth.
What? We're cutting out here. I'm like, and it's like seeing Mr. Poopy Butthole be born before our eyes. Is that where we were going with that? All right. I think we lost our guy Ross here. Are you back?
Am I back?
Okay. I think so.
Yeah. Did you get my whole soliloquy?
I did not. I said you witnessed your 2 children at birth, and then there was nothing else.
Yeah, witnessed my 2 children at birth. That ooh-wee was very much the greatest moment of my life.
Okay, let's make 2 picks here. We got Saquon, we got Olave, Waddle, Devontae. Do you want to do some Week 17 correlation with Devontae?
I fucking hate Devontae.
Or Barkley.
Olave.
Olave, okay.
Yeah. Oh, you said Devontae Smith. Yes.
Okay, Devontae Smith. Let's do that. We'll go 0 RB here. I feel like we got to go 0 RB last draft. Let's get our guy Huron River Rat on as well. So I'm gonna keep Ross on with me. Robert Griffin the Turd on with me. We got our guy Jason. What's going on, Jason? How are you feeling this morning? You're doing some drafts with me. How are you feeling?
Good. Yeah, I was trying to squeeze some yard work in before a day of drafting. I got an FFPC later too, so yeah, just trying to squeeze some in.
How are your weeds doing? Because I've had a big weed issue. I have a couple of different weed issues, I suppose. But in particular, the ones outside, that's the one I have the real problem with. I hate it. How's your backyard? I feel like you're a guy, I'm looking at you, I'm sizing you up. I think you're a guy that's got a lot of pride in your grass.
Yeah, we're in northern Illinois, and it's been a crazy wet summer. So, and we have like 5 acres. So it's just, it's terrible. It's nothing but battling nature all the time.
Not great. But are you also one of those people? Because I feel like that area loves like garage hangouts, like chilling in the garage, keeping the door open. Are you one of those?
Yeah, so my neighbor's got a kid that's in football this year, varsity football. So every Friday he opens it up at about 3:00 and everyone goes over there, and the high school is just on the other side of his property. So everyone kind of just meanders over there at about 6:00 for the game day. So yeah, big garage time.
What's the local beer? Like, what's the beer you guys like if you're drinking on the reg?
Oh, well, we were so close to Wisconsin. Spotted Cow is pretty popular here. It's only.
Do you drink Malort at all? Is that a thing you guys will do? Where
That's,
you go like,
that's a Chicago thing. So if I'm downtown for work, people talk about it all the time. It's disgusting. I don't like it.
That's what I've heard. I've never had it myself, but I have to assume I wouldn't enjoy it based on everything I've heard. But it feels like a little bit of a rite of passage thing to have that if you're there.
Give it a shot, right? But it's not for me. It's like sour, nasty Jaeger. It's not good.
Jaeger's not bad. My wife does work or was doing work. I think she's actually going to be going to Germany next year, I think, to see them. She does client work with Jaeger. Jaeger, apparently, if you have it chilled or whatever, it's a lot better. So we tried that, like the full chill. And you're not, you're sipping it. You're not taking it like a frat boy doing the shots. Jaeger, not bad. Like, shockingly not bad. Mr. Hoopy Butthole, by the way, falling apart in the 11 hole. 3 straight RBs. What is he doing?
Oof, that's rough.
Yeah, just puking green over there. That's not great.
Well, yeah, but Jason, you got 2 RBs too. Where do you land on the great RB debate this year with ADPs moving around?
I don't usually like to take them, but Barkley fell a little bit farther than I like to see, so I had to scoop him up. But I kind of thinking I probably should have gone with Rice there, but oh well.
You're getting a little bit buried by the avalanche here, depending what these guys do in front of you, but you might be okay. Obviously, you know what to do. I've seen you in enough drafts. You know how to manage these rooms.
Yeah, up to like 500 this year, so it's a lot.
500. Okay. Did you do that? Were you chasing some of the gladiator bonuses and stuff, or
no? I just was drafting too much.
Relatable.
Every spare minute, I was trying to throw a $3 puppy or what? The Chihuahuas. I was just doing. My girls are in dance, so you just spend 8 hours at a dance competition. There's nothing else to do. They're only on stage for 6 minutes, and I got 7 hours to sit there. So I'll do 20 drafts on that.
I know you're
not look forward to that. Ross, do you have kids? You have the kids, but
yeah.
You have kids that are doing like full day kind of competition stuff.
Oh yeah, my daughter's second grader doing dance. Yeah, I feel your pain, buddy.
Yeah, dude. It's a rough scene out there, man.
Yeah, they don't let dads in. They don't let dads into like the room for preparing for
exactly
reasons. So it just adds to the stress.
Yep. But and you're just sitting there. What else? It was really Underdog was made for that. It was perfect.
Yeah,
I probably slammed probably 200 of them just at dance competitions. It's crazy.
So
Yeah.
like you're obviously there for your daughters, but obviously I have a son, so I'm hoping I'm never gonna know this. Is there a
Well, there's
moment where you
nothing
feel like a
wrong with your son
creepo
doing
being at these
dance,
competitions? But like where you're just like watching these little girls in fucking spandex and like is there a moment where you're like, I don't want to be here. Like I want to see my daughter do it, but I don't want to see everybody else do it.
No, 100%. Like it's like, well, I'm gonna watch my kids for literally 6 minutes, and then literally I don't care. I'll just go out in the hallway and just draft or go back to the hotel room or do whatever. No, I don't need to see anyone else.
I don't need to see these little John Benet Ramseys floating around.
Yeah.
Some of the moms
Yeah.
are just lunatics. It's insane.
I'm sure a lot of pageant mom stuff you're dealing with too at some of those. We're on the clock here. Jason, you don't get any say in my pick because you're biased. Absolutely. We got Laporta. We got Amari. How are you feeling about these guys, Ross?
Laporta feels great. Who's our best running back?
Laporta not bad at this point. Best running back would be Kamara, so we'd be reaching up a little bit for him. Here's everybody.
I can't. I'm looking on my phone, bud.
Oh, okay. I think another receiver. I would go Amari as a little bit of a value.
Yeah,
at this point.
yeah, I like
I'd
that.
go Amari. If you don't,
All
I'll
right.
take him.
Oh yeah, you would, Jay. I'd
So,
go Amari
Chris,
if I
just
were
to
you
clarify, this is
guys.
full
You could scoop up Dalton Kincaid or some bullshit.
Well, I just took McBride in the 2 before this one, so I don't know what to do now.
All right, guys, I'm going to drop the StreamYard room one more time. Or I guess I'll keep dropping it so we can keep cycling people in. But if you want to be on stream with me today, I'm going to keep our guy Robert Griffin the turn on as long as he wants to be on. But the rest of you can cycle in with me here. And of course, Jason doing a great job as well. Jason, any parting shots here before I let you go? Your picks up. Give me the logic behind your pick.
I just don't like to let one of the elites come back or go past me. So I'm going to take Kincaid, and I don't know what's going on. I'm sure Andrews is fine, but I have enough of him already this year, and there's some weird vibes about him right now. So I'll just take Kincaid. I feel like Kincaid could be the number 1 target.
You could have taken Andrews and tried to push Lamar to 70. Sometimes maybe that would work.
Maybe, but no, not today.
Yeah.
I mean, all right.
So-
Yeah. Any parting
so-
words, Jason? Here, I'm going to keep trying to rotate people in if I can. But
No, have a good one. Have a good rest of the day. Yeah, thanks for the content all year, man. As usual, I think I've been with you for like 3 years now. So yeah, it's been awesome.
thank you, man. I appreciate it, Jason. I appreciate you always being a clean drafter as well. I see your name enough out there. And shout out to the girl dads. Got a lot of nice comments from guys like Ben here, holding his daughter sleeping, drafting the 10 hole. Any advice for the girl dads out there, I guess, before you go, Jason?
No, hey, you just keep doing what you can do. If I can do it, you can do it. So don't worry about it.
There we go. All right. Shout out to Jason here. Go check him out
guys.
in this draft room. Draft right after me. All right, Ross. I'm giving you co-pilot seat here.
Sure.
What do you want to get off your chest? Because I feel like you can be sort of the Greek opera here. You could be the one who knows me better than most because you've followed me for a while. You've seen countless hours of me doing bullshit, obviously amidst your own life. I know Ross has gotten promotions that I've seen during the time frame we've known each other. He's gotten to be a better drafter. So I feel like we have a real thing here. So please give me something.
Yeah, man. First off, just point of clarification. This is full point PPR, right? Just so I'm
It's,
okay.
it's actually 10 points per reception. It's really crazy.
Even better. So our approach is great. So in any case, back to look, folks got a little real with you yesterday in the stream. I had a falling out with a family member around COVID, and he and I, we were big into fantasy redraft and things like that, right? So when that falling out happened, I kind of needed something to fill that void, and there you were, Christopher. So that's the value you've certainly brought to my life, right? And the value I'm sure you've brought to a great many other subscribers out there. I am very proud to be a founding member of this community spelled with a U. Now you capture really like the vibe I want to get out of fantasy football. Yes, we want to try to solve this game and win it. And that's like always first and foremost, but to do it while like just shooting the caca with the fellas, like, I can't think of anything better out there in the YouTube streets. So
thank you.
Here's to you, buddy.
Oh, I appreciate it. I have to open another beer here. We'll do some ASMR, and I really do appreciate. Okay, I shouldn't talk over it.
Oh,
there we go. That's so sweet. It's like somebody popping a nut right now. But no, I appreciate that. Honestly, like, I didn't realize, like obviously we haven't talked about that before, and we talked a lot over Slack in general, or over Discord in general. Same thing for some of the other guys out there. Like we heard from our guy Mo, Mr. Poopy Butthole yesterday, left a nice little chat. I didn't know, I don't know this stuff. Like I'm just on my end, just doing the thing. Again, just trying to do the process every day, trying to commit to something and stick with it. And I feel like in a lot of respects, this like best ball community is a lot like a lot of wounded people. like some shit coming together, and something about it like kind of brings us together. And that's something I wasn't aware of. It makes sense, like when I think through it, I guess a little bit. But I think, that vulnerability is an important part. And we know as men, like it's hard to be vulnerable about that stuff. But it's really nice to hear. Like it means a lot to me for me to hear that stuff. And again, like doing 200 drafts, like it was just a number goal that I was like, I could set the record for this and do it. But to do it and also like along the way, and obviously, I've known Ross since last year, so it doesn't really count on this year's journey. But to know that there are some of you guys out there that are, really resonates with, and you really feel invested in the community and what we're doing and what I'm doing, is really cool to hear. So I appreciate you saying that, and I appreciate you, being a good force here that I enjoy, engaging with every day.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. And one more thing, you did suss out the woundedness of the community. I lost my left. I
That's
lost
a
my
bunch
left.
of fucked up people. We're like Fight Club, but without the terrorism yet.
I lost my left nut and nom. Yeah, I'm sure all of us have our, our stuff.
Oh, there we go. Don't make Spags cry. I'm good. I know, like I've cried on camera before, but it takes an animal dying for me to, or like, God forbid something happened to family, then that would be it. You Spags, a lot of us feel that way, bro. You're a man. We appreciate the grade. Thank you, Nickel. Nickel's left me some nice comments lately. Like it's nice to hear. And if you guys resonate with it, look, that's what we're here. People might drop off the stream, but ultimately, if you get what we're talking about here, then you're probably part of the tribe too. We got some picks coming up though. We'll keep it focused here, Ross. And we got the StreamYard's open, guys. Anybody else wants to come on, as long as you got a decent camera and connection, hop on here. It could be on your phone. Just make sure you're somewhere connected. But feel free to pop in if you're a regular here or semi-regular. Happy to have you on.
Right,
we got Rashad White calling back. I know you do love some RBs. We got David Montgomery. You're not a white guy though, are you? I mean, you're a white guy. We got Ingram, Kittle.
Let's go Demont.
Demont. Okay, I'm happy with that. It's one pick. We got one more here.
Shit. How are we doing? Do we?
We got one RB, 4 receivers, 1 tight end right now.
Should we go with Dak? Just lock that up.
I don't think that'd be crazy. Stroud's available, but you know what? You want Dak?
No. Jaden. Got to do Jaden.
Go Jaden. All right. I'm not going to argue that. All right. We got Jaden here. Let's give the team a read. We'll bring our guy STL Breon in a moment, who I've been enjoying chatting with as well this year. We got Jaden. We got David Montgomery. We got CeeDee Lamb. We got Chris Olave. We got Devontae Smith, Amari Cooper, Sam Laporta. We didn't get McLaurin, who's on the thumbnail, which bums me out, but I didn't prioritize it. I'm running a show here. What am I going to do? Our guy Bree, though. Amari Cooper, Sam Laporta. Oh, there we go. Yeah, mute the audio, dude. I'm running a show. I appreciate it. It's like being on an old school radio show, or like turn down your radio. Bree, what's going on, man? I can't hear you if you're talking.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
There we go. There's our boy Bree. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Bree, one of our newer regulars this year, a guy I've talked to a lot. Bree, how are you feeling about your draft season this year? Oh, you there? You hearing me?
Oh, way better than last year.
You dig into
expeditiously better than last year.
How many teams are you putting in this year? Are you maxing stuff out? What are you doing? Delay is tough.
I think I'm like in the 300s.
Okay. Which tournaments did you go in the most? Oh man, I'm sorry, Bree. I love you, dude.
I only got like around about 50, almost 60 BBM teams.
Oh, also, if you're listening on YouTube, listen to the StreamYard version. That's it. Good call by Ben. Listen to the StreamYard version if you can. I'm sticking with this. Bree is a good fucking dude, so I'm gonna try to help him get through it. But
hey, look, I'll do some tap dance.
Is it better now?
Can you hear me in like real time, Bree? No. All right, Bree. The audio being on a delay is fucking killing me. I want to give you the floor though, so like say whatever you want, and I'm gonna pop you off. Okay? I'm gonna wait the delay out, but say what the floor is yours. Say whatever you want, and go. This is great. Thank you.
Oh, poor guy.
Come on, Bree. Come on, Bree. Bree's muted now. Oh man, Bree, I want you to say whatever you want, dude. I've appreciated you all year. He's a guy who took my coaching to heart for what it's worth. Like Bree was like giving me some really nice chats about how he feels like his team building is better. I gave him some feedback to help him out. So I do want to hear what Bree has to say, but the delay makes me want to hang myself from my shitty basement ceiling. So yeah, Bree, please, floor is yours. Bree, Bree, please.
Being solid.
Oh, there we are.
I'm being solid.
Are you fucking doing a bit on me? Are you? God damn it! This is all right. The chat's enjoying it. Shout out Bree. I gotta drop Bree off. You're fucking. Bree, I love you, dude. Thank you for supporting the channel.
Solid. There we
Shout
go.
out Bree. Bree's a good dude.
Doing a bit on me?
No, bro.
We're taking Bree off. Bree's the man though. Bree's been a good guy. Bree's fucking with me too. I don't know what's going on there. Ross, did I handle that like a gentleman? Can you be my?
You did. Let's do the 2 picks, and then like Bree and I are of like a similar cloth, if you will, in terms of using our membership. So maybe we transition into that after the next picks.
Okay. All right. I'll he's still in the room, so I can bring Bree back on, I guess. But I want Bree to be in real time. I just want to have a conversation with Bree.
Let's just get in our DeLorean and like go back 15 seconds, and maybe we'll be in.
I tried my best, guys. Hey, cheers again. We got another beer. I grabbed the wrong beer. Hey, cheers to you guys on this Labor Day weekend. Appreciate you hanging out here. Through technical issues, through all that. Appreciate him. Here, Mr. Big Butthole says the dude just gave top tier game winning picks and tips while muted. He's built some good teams. I would say Bree's one of the guys. I would say if he won BBM, it wouldn't shock me. We're on the clock. We got RBs here. We got Zamir White. We got JMO here as well to make a little more Detroit.
I was going to say,
Dak
JMO Ramondre looked really good for a double tap right here.
But do we want to just pass up Dak entirely?
Yeah, because we can. Yes, we have options for stacking later, I think.
Okay. All right. Ramondre, JMO. I'm following your lead here. All right. Let's give it another shot. Bree's still in the room. Let's put Bree back on and see what happens. All right. If nobody else is going to join, I'm going to do this. We have a giveaway, by the way. 2 Drafters Million tickets at the end of the stream, so stay tuned for that. And, of course, marching on here, Draft 201 for me on stream. All right, Bree.
All right. Ramondre, JMO. I'm following your lead here. All right, let's give it another shot. Bree's still in the room. Let's put Bree back on. See what happens.
You got to get in the DeLorean.
If nobody else is going to join, I'm going to do this. We have a giveaway, by the way. 2 Drafters Million tickets at the end of the stream, so stay tuned for that. And, of course, marking on here, Draft 201 for me on stream. All right, Bree. All right.
What's up, man?
Following your lead here.
What's up, Bree?
All right, let's give it another shot. Bree's still in the room. Let's put Bree back up. Do that. Nobody else is going to join him. We have a giveaway, by the way.
I just want to hear Bree's face.
It's like a 5-second delay on mine.
Like, here's my face. I just want to get the closer. I want to.
What's up, Bree? All right, let's give it another shot. Bree's still in the room. Let's put Bree back up. Do that.
Are we going to do it with the same audio again? Why is it being again? Just let it happen. This is great.
He's refreshing his YouTube.
Tell him to get off YouTube.
I love that. He'll respond in 2 business days.
Bree, you are a fucking character, dude.
Love you, brother.
All right, shout out, Bree. We're going to take Bree off. Guys, open room here. Again, we got it for another few minutes. After the stream, Fantasy Sanctuary coming up, me and Tyler. I guess, Ross, how have you, like, as one of the people here who comes first, how does it feel getting new people into the community where it's like, we haven't passed the point of like being indie punk rock band to like anything that matters here at the channel, but it does feel like you get different people in. It's like, it's an interesting thing to see, I would say on my end, but for you as somebody that's also been on the ground floor almost as much as I have, how's that process been to watch? Also, this team, what the fuck is Nibs doing in the 2-hole?
Yeah. Let 2-hole cook. But yeah, I mean, as people come into the community, yeah, there's a lot of coming. And no, sorry, I can't help myself. I feel like we're on the ground floor of something hopefully special. It may not be happening quickly enough. But
It's a slow fucking crawl. It's a slow organic
Yeah.
crawl.
I mean, the way I like equate it when I pop into the Discord, and please don't take like too much offense to this. I feel like we're kind of like the average Joes of the best ball.
Yeah, we got some wacky characters. I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
but they're lovable, wacky characters, and we can beat the German dodgeball team of questionable origin and orientation in any match. Like that's no, in all seriousness, it's been cool to watch people. I love our core, Tyler, Bindles, Mathology,
Circle
and then
anomalies. I feel like I don't give him enough shout outs, but he's been one of the steady guys with you guys.
Yeah.
Matthew Emerson
and
too is not in the Discord, but a good guy in chat.
Yeah, I mean, we're me mostly being the idiot in the Discord, right? And Mathology peppering in his thought leadership, but like, then we have fellas like KY showing what he's seeing out in the wild. We have Historical bringing in good takes and things like that. Like we kind of have a good blend of like folks taking it seriously and folks just being a bunch of jackasses, which again,
that's what we do this for, hopefully. But it's nice. It's nice to look back on the stuff a little bit here, and like we're not, I know we're not the Deposit Kingdom yet, though. Even though the Splash Play obviously part of that, but I do think we're building these relationships, and it's really nice to see. I mentioned it the other day, but I'll say it again while Ross is on the stream. The prediction guys, when I did that the betting video on Wednesday, that was an absolute clusterfuck. One of the highlights is like, oh, they were like, they could tell when you met your guy Ross on stream, like how that was a special moment, and you both were excited to see each other. And that sort of thing they're trying to capture. And I do think that's like a nice part. Dak coming back to 120 would have been really nice. We don't get that.
That's all right.
We don't need it, but it would have been really nice.
I gotta shut up.
Yeah. Does that make Pete and his buddies the Globo Gym? Yeah. I mean, I feel like that would be the obvious one to point to. I mean, if the whole tournament's there, I think Beer Fest might be the more appropriate one, where we're the Beer Fest guys. I would say Pete the Germans, but then there's room for Liam to have his team of beer drinkers who are good at Das Boot and have some other fatal flaw. I think we could build a good Beer Fest team, I would say.
Yeah. That's a fair way to put it.
All right, Bree, I got a 10-second delay on the audio. Sorry. Thank you, buddy. I'm sorry I missed you, Bree, but you made memorable content, and that's all I can ask for.
So let's lock up Goff.
Lock up Goff? Okay.
Yeah,
all
I
right.
could. I
got
can't
the double.
Really see, but like the blaze of his.
We have a triple with him, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Tajay or Eckler?
But you know what? Are you cool going Eckler? That way we're starting to stack. It looks like they're feeding him into the passing game based on what we saw in preseason.
No, I think the usage is pretty good. I think to me, there's worlds where both he and Brian Robinson can hit. There's worlds where he can hit some weeks and Robinson doesn't. Like I think it's like a pretty even split if I had to guess there. Same way Zach Moss and expect Chase Brown to be. Tennessee, same thing there.
Yeah, and we're getting. It seems like we're getting good value. Again, drafters not being legal in my state, I don't have full line of sight into ADP these days, but it feels like we got a little bit of a steal on Eckler. So that's the only time I take a dusty old guy like Austin over there.
And full point PPR doesn't hurt him too much. Guys probably gonna get some decent pass game work.
Wait, hang on. Drafters is full point PPR.
You forget. I mean, sometimes it's 10 points, sometimes it's full point. Depends on the day. Depends on your mood. It's really it's like a mood ring. It gives you back how many points that you're putting out into the universe.
Gotcha. No, I'll appreciate that clarification. I feel better about the Eckler pick now.
See, I'm as late as your boy. Just had to wait 5 minutes to subscribe to tell you that was the funniest thing I've seen happen in real time. I was dying laughing. Adam in again. Bree's not in the room anymore. I would keep doing it for the rest of the time.
but let's go back to Bree and like how he's using the membership a bit here. Like, look, I've been getting coaching from you for 2 seasons now, and like I've seen my play evolve quite a bit. Like, thank goodness I started reaching out to you when you offered that as part of the membership. Like last season, my teams like from May to 4th of July last year, like didn't really do very well in the season. July to August, that's where my advance rate picked up a bit. And that was because a lot of the exchanges we had over like, be sharper about positioning of draft capital, be careful leaning in on certain offenses, things like that. So it seems like Bree got a lot of the same value there. Like, I mean, fellas, if you're subscribers, $4.99, like It's
Oh, thank you for doing the infomercial here. Hit the join button. Click that bad boy.
Yeah.
All right. We got Bree here. I don't want to cut Ross's filleting me off, but Bree, you're back. All right, Bree, where can you hear me in real time?
I can hear you good, man.
There we go. There's our man. What's going on, Bree?
I can hear you good.
Dude, you made for a memorable moment if nothing else on fucking stream draft number 201 of the year. I will take it, dude. How are you feeling with your portfolio overall? How are you feeling with your teams? Like, how are you feeling down the home stretch? I mean, you're in this room too. How do you feel about this team and that you're building a 12 hole?
I'm feeling really, really good, man. I mean, almost at all of our takes, throughout the summer, they seem to be coming together. Like really, everybody except Troy Franklin.
He's not dead yet, Bree. He can come back. He's like Lazarus. He's got one more life.
I'm not saying he's dead, but I mean all the other ones just look really, really good.
I'm with you. I just got to defend Troy until he can't play anymore. Then I'll give up on Troy. Until then, his breakout's just around the turn. I think we all know that. How do you feel about your portfolio, though? How do you feel about the teams you built? You said you built like 300 or so. How are you feeling about all your guys?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm feeling good about it. I mean, I got Jaden's my highest on quarterback. Ty Chandler highest on running back. Of course, I got JMO almost 30%.
Ooh, it's a lot of JMO. What makes you so into JMO?
Most of my JMO though, I got him around pick 105 to 95.
Yeah, you had him a lot early, if I remember that. We're on the clock here, Bree. You don't get to help pick because you're in the 12 hole and you're biased. We got RBs here. We can go up and get receiver, but receiver not really that plentiful. I'll go. Okay. We got Algier, Chubb, Charbonnet, Thielen, Downs, Holbert, McMillan.
I Downs seems interesting at receiver. He's like kind of been my Konami code for like receiver.
All right, one down.
RB, I guess RB. Let's have a look there again. You were mentioning Algier.
I wouldn't mind Hawkinson. I guess we do need an RB. We do need an RB. Algier would probably be the pick here. Yeah. I think it's either that or going up to get one of these other guys. Algier's probably the best.
Let's just get best available then. Algier. And he correlates for week 17. Does that matter on a site like Drafters?
It does not, but a nice little cherry on top, I'd say. So we got a while for Bree's next pick here. Bree, so you said Jaden, one of your highest exposed guys, JMO, another. Is there anybody you feel like was like your favorite sleeper of the year? Somebody you took at the end of drafts more than most?
Yeah.
You want to tell me who it is?
I'd probably, I mean, for the ADP, Jerome Ford and Bo Nix.
Oh yeah, Bo Nix. I feel like you were with me on that train pretty early, right? We got a delay again.
Yeah. I was on Bo Nix from the beginning of the draft period, man.
Wait, so Bree, you're not in St. Louis anymore, right? You're in another part of the country now.
Yeah, I'm in California working on out there on. No, I moved to California a month ago.
Where in Cali area or California? I say Cali now, like I didn't fucking live there for years, and everybody hates saying Cali. Where in California are you right now?
I'm in the Bay Area, Oakland.
Oh, okay. Like gentrified Oakland or real Oakland?
Kind of like a mix of both.
So everything's gonna be gentrified Oakland at some point, unfortunately, right?
Yeah, I don't say Oakland's just gentrified, man. Like outside of East Oakland.
Yeah, I mean it's that community is like they fought for the Raiders pretty hard. And sad they're gonna lose them and the A's both to Vegas. All right, you got picks coming up, Bree. What are you gonna do with your 2 picks?
I'm gonna get Likely. If I don't get, well, long as Poopy don't do me again, I'm gonna get Likely to go with Lamar because with all the weird stuff going on with Andrews, and then I've been a Likely truther this year anyway.
So you're going up to get him a little bit. I mean, I think Likely's good no matter what in terms of the fact he's got the role with Mark Andrews. He's got the role. If Andrews goes down, it's going to be even better. Like Likely's a decent pick, especially if you have Andrews and you're just looking for that late stacking partner. Ross, where are you this year with the Ravens? Like, are you taking Lamar a lot? I feel like I don't know that you have.
I got to look at my exposures. I've been trying so my like version of Puka Marvin Harrison is like trying to like stack up Ravens. Like I'll get Zay Flowers on DraftKings at like 47. Lamar will still be there, and I hope he gets back to 50. And he's always taken at like the one hole. I'm big on the Ravens. I think what happens though, I either get that ultra pairing with Lamar and Zay or Andrews, but if I miss out, then Bree, I do what you do. Like I'm prioritizing getting Likely, Bateman, and a combo of either Devontae or Aguilar, right? Just to try to like fill out the bet that Lamar's just going to smash again and everyone's going to eat. So that's how I've been handling the Ravens, trying to prioritize them. It's a tough one to pull off in the dumb DK rooms, but I think there are a lot of unique ways to get around it.
Bree, how much elite QB have you done this year? Are you, because I honestly don't recall. I feel like I don't recall seeing a lot of your lineups with that, but you're doing it here. Are you heavy elite QB or are you just kind of taking it what's there for you?
I did a lot. I did a lot of Hurts like this last 2 weeks, because I wanted to get more Hurts and AJ Brown.
Yeah, Hurts is a good one for me. Hurts is the only elite QB I have over 8%. So like I'm with you on that one. I could see wanting more Allen. Like I think Allen's one that it's tough for me to get to because the stack partners go so late. Like you don't have kind of any skin in the game to get there. Whereas like for Hurts, like you have one of AJ Brown, you have one of Devontae, you even have CeeDee Lamb. It's like you attack Hurts on. That's been the big thing to me. People on Twitter were like, "Oh, you don't have enough Josh Allen, enough this elite QB, that QB." I think I'm still with Pete mostly. That elite QB can be good, can be bad. We'll see how it goes. But Ross, help me out with these picks here. We got 4 RBs, we got 6 receivers, 2 QBs, 1 tight end. A lot of RBs on the board right now, including fallen Kamani Vidal, Lloyd.
No.
Vidal.
Yeah. Who's after Vidal?
We got Braylon Allen. We can take a jet.
No.
Herbert Lloyd.
Herbert is that Herbert Lloyd?
Yeah, I can do Herbert and Lloyd.
Let's go Herbert and Lloyd.
All right, so we got a real 0 RB build here, but like a well fleshed out one. I do think, to our guy Ross's credit, he's built some really nice 0 RB teams that do feel like they're more robust kind of RB, even though they are not. We have Jaden Daniels, Jared Goff. We have David Montgomery, Ramondre, Eckler, Algier, Herbert, Bigsby. We have Lamb, Olave, Devontae Smith, Amari Cooper, Jamison Williams, our guy Breeze guy. We got Josh Downs, Sam Laporta. So a well-built team. Ross, I really think sometimes I look at Ross's teams. This is going to be one of those. This is gonna really a comment for him, but also maybe reflects poorly on me. I look at Ross's team sometimes and I'm like, I wish I built that good of a team. Like Ross has gotten to build some really fucking clean teams, and I think you're rubbing off on me here. This team is correlated. We have even week 17 bringbacks and stuff. We manage draft capital well. Like I feel you've helped me out here in draft 201.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the most important thing with drafting in tournaments like this, like trying to stay disciplined. Like you got to think through it's multidimensional. Like got to make sure you're stacking, got to make sure you're correlating, but you got to make sure you're getting that stuff at value. And then also you got to look out for like you got to pay attention for the signal coming from each of the teams, and like some of the things like we're used to. Like the reason I'm like a no on Vidal, like the Chargers seem like such a boomer coaching staff. And we have a tendency to lean in on like the surprise box. Well, like they brought in Gus and JK for a reason, right? So like you got to think about, you got to try to like empathize with like the coaching staff over there, how they're going to think and things like that to try to build out like good stuff. So that's just my secret sauce in trying to build things.
Not like I honestly, I think it shows. I really would say our guy Ross, if you were like a maxer, I think you would have a lot of success doing stuff. I know it's not the life plan right now, but like really like a lot of well-built teams in a way that I think Ross's advice for you guys out there, if you're going to aspire to somebody who's improved, I do think Ross is that guy.
Oh, that's too sweet.
And Bree, you're coming up here with a couple of picks here. We'll let you get any takes out you want to get here with your last with pick 180, pick 181 here, your last few rounds.
Well, I just got sniped on bait, man. I'm gonna get Tyler Boyd to go with Leathers, and I guess I'm gonna build up that Atlanta Commanders week 17 with Luke McCaffrey.
Oh, we
Hey.
fucking sniped Bree on Jade. I didn't realize you took McLaurin. My bad, Bree. Our guy Ross made me do it, so I take no accountability for it. But sorry about that.
Sorry, buddy.
You got Lamar, so at least now it's like a fair battle. Lamar versus Jaden is like a pretty good one.
Well, I mean, you kind of birthed the whole Jaden thing. So I mean, you kind of got right to him.
Thank you, Bree. I appreciate you. Bree, I think I'm going to try to open the room one more time, see if anybody else wants to come in. So, do you got anything you want to say or plug here? I mean, what are you doing for your last few teams? You got another week left. You got to keep hammering drafts.
Oh yeah, on Drafters and DraftKings. I'm probably going to get real, stay active. Way softer rooms in there.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Definitely softer room, especially this last week. Any parting words, any final takes you want to get out on stream, Bree? Because it's been a pleasure talking to you all year. Thank you for being a new part of the community. I just want to give you the floor.
Only thing I would say is the Broncos are gonna really outdo their ADPs, and I also think that J-Mo is gonna set the NFL on fire this year.
All right, those are hot takes, man. I appreciate you, Bree. There goes Bree here. I think we lost our guy Ross too, but shout out Bree being here. I guess I'll go back to this solo screen. We'll see if we can get him in. But honestly, been great having Bree be a part of the community, and not all white guys. We got fucking killing it here. We're on the clock. Okay. Ross is back.
Just tight end.
Oh no, we took Aaron Rodgers auto. That's on you, fucking Ross. Let's take Malachi Corley. Sin it?
Yes.
Oh, we got Jonnu Smith.
Well, at least it's a tight end.
No auto pick mode. God damn it. Oh, I was doing so well. I kept the cogent stream, and you had to disappear on me, you fuck.
God damn it.
I've said too many nice things about Ross. He got a big head, and now he fucked over our team out of spite.
Fucking shit. Like, Boomer over here, I was trying to hit the chat function while Bree was like, we got to hit tight end, and I accidentally hit leave. My phone is sweaty. I was on a run, right? Like, I came in from my fucking run.
Yeah, you're on a run, all right. You've given this team the run, is what you've done.
By the way, like, I have one share of Aaron Rodgers on DraftKings this year. Same way we got him on Drafters. Goddamn auto draft.
Well, you know what? Maybe we'll get some Jeremy Ruckert last round.
Well, yeah, no, there are receivers we can take to salvage.
Yeah, let's take some Lazard, some Xavier Gibson. I might have missed a super chat earlier from D. Owens. Just wanted to make sure to hit it.
Oh, yeah.
Congrats on stream number 200 from D. Owens. I apologize I missed it, D. Owens, because D. Owens is another cherished regular here. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys watching live, though. Thank you for hanging out today on this fine Sunday. Of course, if you are new around here, you can see how much I cherish people in our community, hopefully. So please subscribe down below. I'm going to burp. Oh, that was too much of a burp. Please. Go ahead.
I turn the phone down to my pants right now.
Yeah, right on that dick. Please subscribe down below. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. I'm the only show in best ball that gives you gaseous burps on stream. And also just turn the StreamYard open. I let you guys in. I think that's fun. So we're going to do one more round here. If you want to get in here, you got a decent camera, decent connection. Go ahead. Click that StreamYard. Phenomenal belch. Threw up into it was pukey sounding. I can tell you puke didn't officially come up. But Squirt Squad, great community. Best ball on call. New join here as well in the membership. Appreciate him being here. Can football start already? The anxiety's killing me. It's okay, but it's going to be here before you know it. We got a lot of games. Are you, Ross, are you going to start doing the showdowns this year? Are you going to do the Thursday, Friday? Like it's a lot. The Brazil game on Friday is like an extra wrinkle that I feel like I'm not emotionally ready for.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go for the Millie on Thursday, and maybe pop in a couple entries. Like I'm gonna try to use like free tickets and shit like that, whatever DraftKings drops. But then after that, I'm gonna do like just low dollar single entry. Like, look, I'm about as casual around here. So, but like I do get a lot of value from like the showdown video, like pointing me out to like some low value pivots to try to differentiate. I from 2022 to 2023, I went from like hemorrhaging cash to like slightly profitable.
That's all you're fucking
right.
looking for, man. Like, because
Right.
slightly profitable, like you're at least on the variance level of slightly profitable, be very profitable. Unprofitable could also be very profitable, but it feels a lot
Yes.
worse.
Yeah, for sure. But like I'm still gonna be digging the content through the fall, and I suggest everyone else does too.
I appreciate you, Ross. I appreciate you getting the plugs in too. You're helping me keep on track of pouring myself out.
Nothing gives me more joy than plugging you, Chris.
I appreciate that. I'm glad for it, guys. Again, if you want to join this community here, subscribe down below, hit that like button, join button as well. Gets you a VIP Discord that I am in every day, $4.99 a month. And in season as well, you're going to get stuff like my data sheets. I have to figure out how I'm going to put everything out. Might actually clean some of my data up to make it more consumer friendly, but I know that was something that you used a little bit last year, Ross, to some success, but like Lateralis, I think last year won like 100K off of my sheet, which I did not fucking win last year. We're on the clock though. Receivers, I think at this point, tight end again.
Yeah, let's see who's there at tight end. Do we have Sinnott, or is he long?
Sinnott's gone, I think.
All right.
Sinnott went.
Yeah, we need a tight end. Who's top? I can't see. Who's top?
Wait, who?
Who's at the top?
I don't know. Let's take Jalen Naylor. I'm panicking.
Oh,
let's
all right. Get Lazard. Get Alan Lazard. Let's like
Lazard around 17th. All right.
Yeah.
We have an elite tight end. We're okay. I feel like we're okay with Laporta and Smith. So let's just stack up Aaron Rodgers. Ooh, the Alan Lazard stack. When everybody turns into the last stream of the year to see. I should give the team a read, and then you can give your honest reaction to the team, because I think we've done some good things. I think it's fallen apart down the home stretch. We got Jaden Daniels. We got Jared Goff. We got Aaron Rodgers. Some would say the original AR. I would say dog shit. We got David Montgomery, Ramondre Stevenson, Austin Eckler, Tyler Algier, Khalil Herbert, Tank Bigsby. I really don't remember clicking Tank Bigsby, if I'm being honest, but we got him. We got CeeDee Lamb, Chris Olave, Devontae Smith, Mari Cooper, Jamison Williams, Josh Downs, Jalen Naylor, Alan Lazard. And we have Sam Laporta and Jonnu Smith. I'll give your reaction first, Ross.
Yeah, we did great through the Bigsby pick, and I think we meant to take Marshawn Lloyd, but Bigsby's fine, right? Yes. Like I hate.
Yeah, I thought I clicked Bigsby, and somehow I guess I clicked Lloyd, or I clicked rather the inverse. Meant to click Lloyd, clicked Bigsby, didn't realize it until now.
So here, I hate to do this, and you've seen my exposures. I'm big on Lloyd. Lloyd could be this year's Kendrick. That's in the past.
No, he's got a role. He earned. He played in the preseason. Like he played in minicamp. He did things that Kendra did not do last year. He's not Kendra. I swear to God, if I get fucking bit by new Kendra and it's Marshawn Lloyd, I'm gonna be so sad. I've never thought about it until you said it out loud now, and that's a really sad, a depressing one to hear.
That hamstring like scares me about as much as rattlesnakes, swarm of bees, Hamas, all that. So like
those are all lumped in equally. Are they all one tier?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll say that differentiating our portfolio, if you will, with Bigsby was probably a good idea, because it seems like he's got a role too. Save for our mess up, maybe we can cook.
It really came up. So I misclicked. You left the room and completely fucked us. So it's a team effort of ruining this team that frankly was looking pretty good through the first 14 rounds.
Yeah. We gave, look, turn off the video after stay online through the live stream. If you're watching in the playback, turn it off after round 14. You've learned enough. But make sure you like, subscribe, join, all that shit. Right. It is a team after the 14th round.
Yeah, so we're giving away 2 tickets to the Drafters Million coming up after this as well. So do you want to stay on for that one, Ross, or do you want to give I can just kick you off and give
I've done enough damage.
I'll give you the floor one more here. We'll make it we're the last pick anyway. Fairly fitting that I got the Influencer 101. I'm the last pick of my last draft of the year, and I get to give you the floor to say goodbye, and I'll do a giveaway again, 2 tickets to the Drafters Million. So stay tuned for that at the end of the video. But Feels an appropriate ending. I feel like this was nice. This was a nice one. It's cleansed my palate. I feel like I completely embarrassed myself yesterday, even though you guys might disagree. I felt like the biggest asshole in the world. I was like, oh my God, I don't want to. I wish that video didn't exist. So I feel.
Yeah, I watched that video while trimming hedges yesterday. It was a stream.
I was just like, I hate this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to be in this situation. That's like when I did shrooms for the first time, and I was like, I don't need, like, that wasn't mini dosing. I was like, oh my God, microdosing. I just didn't want to ever do it again, and that's how I feel about drinking IPAs for a power hour. Never again.
Yeah.
Ruckert might be a fun last pick. We could do Jeremy Ruckert.
No.
We could do Zach Ertz.
We could go Ertz. Yeah, I guess we should go Ertz because we neglected to get a Diami or Noah Brown. So
did Noah Brown already go? Yeah, Noah Brown did go.
All right. Is Ertz still there?
Yeah, Ertz is here. Ertz is here.
Let's just go fucking Ertz.
Oh, I hate that I'm closing all my streams with Zach Ertz, but okay. Final team here. Ruckert, I think not as good of a play as Ertz. We got so 3 QBs. We got Jaden, Jared Goff, Aaron Rodgers, and accidental click, but huge value on him.
Sure.
We got David Montgomery, Ramondre, Eckler, Tyler Algier, Khalil Herbert, Tank Bigsby. At receiver, we have CeeDee Lamb, Chris Olave, Devontae Smith, Amari Cooper, Jameson Williams, Josh Downs, Jalen Naylor, Alan Lazard. And a tight end, Sam Laporta, Johnny Smith, Zach Ertz. And I'll give you a breaking news item here, Ross, before you review the team. I'll give you half the team if it wins. You were on the entire stream. I think that counts. So if my last drafters entry wins, Ross gets half. So how do you feel about that team knowing that context?
I am very excited to share 50% of $0 with you, Chris.
All right, fair enough. That's the final team. We're going to do the giveaway in a moment here, but I do want to give our guy Ross the floor. Let me go here. We'll go to 2-man screen. Ross, before you go today, of course, you've been one of my cherished members on here. You, Tyler, we talked about historical anomalies, Matthew Emerson, the OGs here. A lot of you guys, too, I also love, but I got to give the love to the guys that come to mind first. They have to have a Mount Rushmore somewhere. But Ross, you have been a cherished part of this community. Speak on behalf of the community here before I go pick one more set of winners here in the Drafters Million.
Yeah. I'll say this: you get so much bang for your buck, liking, subscribing, joining this channel, hanging out with us in the Discord, taking advantage of everything Chris is offering here. Like, please jump on in, come play with us, enjoy all the emojis that are in the private Discord. Chris, I've got to say, it was a pleasure hanging out with you today. Again, kind of the pure essence of what I look for in fantasy football. So appreciate you today and always. And if you are going to accidentally auto draft Aaron Rodgers, you want to backstack him with the person who has the same views of what happened to Tower 7 as he did. So I think we did very well grabbing Alan Lazard to end this.
Alan Lazard thinks 9/11 was just made up entirely. He doesn't even think, he's not even a theorist where he's like, oh, there were actually planes at the towers. He think it was all CGI and that we imagined it. Yes. Didn't occur.
Yes, correct.
That's what makes him great. But Ross, I appreciate you, man. Ross, leading girl dad, great part of the community, a friend, I'll say at this point, and hopefully at some point we do an in-person splash play thing when I feel like that's worth it. When my neuroses allow me to think people might actually come to this. But all right, Ross, appreciate you being here. Any parting words before we hop off?
No, good luck to everyone out there, especially you, buddy. You've, we're all rooting for you. So,
thank you, Ross. I appreciate you, dude. All right, so there goes our guy, Robert Griffin III. Shout out to him. Let's go make a drawing here. Our last giveaway. And you know what? Hashtag for this one. Let me make the screen go over here. Let me actually, I'll do the, should I do a little? I'm going to change everything to circle based this weekend. That's going to be where I'm at. Let me share this tab. Hashtag, just hashtag 200. How about that? We'll keep it easy. Hashtag 200, 200. If you enter this right now, you'll be getting a share of 2 entries in the Drafters Mailing. I'll be giving away 2 because I forgot to give it away yesterday while being hammered. But hashtag 200. And you can enter to win this giveaway here of 2 Drafters Million tickets. And of course, make sure as well to go to drafters.com, use the promo code SPLASH, a $100 deposit match. Very high likelihood of $250K in overlay in that tournament. So do that. Drafters.com, promo code SPLASH right now. Of course, supports the show, supports you as well. And that's the win-win we both get here. Got the hashtags coming in. There we go. Hashtag 200. I'll give it a second. I'll finish this beer even because I've been drinking this at a reasonable pace. A shout out to our guy Tyler, our guy Mr. Hoopy Butthole, SCL Bree, and of course Robert Griffin III here coming on stream. And we're going to have the most entries we've ever had, hopefully, as we give away 2 Drafters Million entries here for the last time for the year. Next year, who knows? If Drafters is willing to pay me for it, I'll do 150 Drafters drafts on stream. I'll load up even more. I'll break my own record next year in terms of volume. People gonna pay up. If them boys gonna pay up, we're gonna do it. Ross gonna win and not be able to draft. That would be hilarious. I hope he would get a VPN if he wins. Oh, final toss of the football. All right, we'll go full screen for it. Hashtag 200 if you want to win an entry. Oh, wait, one-hander. No, bobbled it. Lefty one-hander. Oh, I am not a lefty, man. All right, we caught them all, though. We caught them all. Got to catch them all. All right, we're drawing it. If you win, I'm rooting for you. Drafters Million. Last 2 free entries. I'll email Zach over at Drafters the moment the stream ends. Adam S. Adam S. had a nice comment before he wins. Adam, after the video ends, leave me a comment with your Drafters username. Also, when the stream ends, guys, you're going to get redirected to the Fantasy Sanctuary stream. I'm going to go hop in and hope that Tyler comes on fast. We're starting at 1 p.m. Those is scheduled time. So, Fantasy Sanctuary after the stream. Draw again. Adam S. wins 1. Who wins number 2? Is the old new Adam the new old Adam? Wow, that breaks my brain. But yeah, we've got a lot of Adams in here. All right, James Jones. So 2 winners here. James Jones, leave me a comment when the stream ends, not in the chat right now. Comment with your Drafters username so I can give you guys tickets. But that is our winners for today. One last plug for Drafters. Promo code SPLASH on there. $100 deposit match. Chase some overlay on there. For some reason, you're not an underdog. Promo code SPLASH as well. $1,000 deposit match on that site. Best Ball Overlay, a tool that's helped me all year balance my exposures. Check them out at bestballoverlay.com. Really cool stuff as well at bestballoverlay.com for the Battle Royale season. In particular, ownership that helps you see if I'm building a low-owned enough lineup. It's going to help out a lot at Best Ball Overlay, so check that out. But my final parting shot here before I pull up the reading or not the reading of names, not going to read them again. Before I pull up the names and stuff. Thank you guys for hanging out. It's Sunday on Labor Day. I know people have a lot to do. I'm going to keep doing a stream here. Fantasy Sanctuary coming up. Again, you're going to redirect automatically here. So go check that out. Or if not, just search Fantasy Sanctuary on YouTube. But I do appreciate you, the person watching this, because you doing this is the reason I do it. I'm not making enough money off this right now where it's a real business. I'm doing this for the love of the game and the fact that people like Ross, like Mr. Hoopy Butthole, like Jason, like Bree, like all these guys come on here and like, they're just guys I want to hang out with. And that's what I do here every day, is try to build that community. So thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for allowing me to do what I do and have it feel like it kind of matters, at least a little bit. So I appreciate you watching this one. It's from the bottom of my heart, really and truly. And thank you to all the folks as well who've given like legit heartfelt things to me lately. I didn't know that I had that impact as I'm just kind of fucking around here on stream, trying to build something up and gambling for myself. But it means a lot to hear that from you guys. So thank you for it. Like from the bottom of my heart, really, really and truly, that shit matters a lot to me. So thank you for being a part of it and for giving me what you guys have said. We keep going here. NFL DFS season goes on. I'll have videos again. The goal is going to be every Monday to Friday again at 11 a.m. I think is what I'm going to do. I'll check the times again. Might want to move that around, but subscribe, hit the notification bell. You'll know that stuff. And Sunday mornings, I think as well, I'm going to be planning to do something because Stochastic is going to be doing a pick'em video at 9 o'clock, a lineup building video at 9:30. If they're not paying me money, I'm going to come after them and I'm going to fucking get some views. So Sunday mornings at 9 a.m., I'm doing a video too. So stay tuned for that. But DFS season, like the work I do in January, February, March, April with you guys is what makes me good at this the rest of the year as well. And that's my goal as we had an NFL season. So hope you guys have a fun NFL season. Thank you all the fine folks who joined down below. Again, join $4.99. You got a VIP Discord and some more perks, including access to pretty much all the data I use coming up. But it's a fun time. You're heading into NFL season. So thank you guys for being a part of the stream all year. Check out Fantasy Sanctuary at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you guys there. So, hey, enjoy your weekends. And if I don't see you soon, good luck and enjoy your NFL season, guys. And gamble responsibly. And it's always money time. All right. And that's it for me. Bye-bye.